Hey everyone, and welcome to Photoshop Icebreakers. My name is Anna, and on today's episode, we are going to be learning the basics of photo manipulation and compositing and how to get started as a digital artist. It's a lot easier than you may think, and these are the foundational skills that you will be able to build on for years to come. This is exactly how I got started in my digital art career and a great way to introduce you to the Photoshop tools. Today, we are going to learn how to combine images using sky replacement and then how to easily use blending modes to enhance the look of any photo or design. Let's get started. We're going to just start by cropping this image and rotating it a little to get our horizon straight. So now we're gonna come up to Edit and down to Sky Replacement. And when we open this up, we can see all these options that we get. We have blue skies and spectacular and sunsets. So let's just add in our own skies right here by clicking this little plus icon. I really like this pink one. I think we're going to go with that. First, what we're going to do is just click the flip button right here so that we can start to match our original lighting. It's really important when you're compositing to try to match the original lighting from your picture. This helps make more realistic composites and it makes everything a lot easier. I just kind of like to slide these back and forth to see what it looks like and to get the look that I'm going for. Now you can also slide this around to get the adjustment as you want. We can also scale our image up and down. Next, we can play around with our foreground adjustments, and this is super easy to adjust the lighting, then also adjust the color. And lastly, we are just going to make sure our output is to a new layer. And click OK. And there we go. Just like that, Photoshop has given us this nice little organized group over here with all of our layers named and ready to go. All of this is non-destructive editing, which is key when you're getting started or at any point in your Photoshop journey to make sure that you can go in and make changes as needed. Now you can see this is our foreground color right here that Photoshop added in for us, but if we decide we don't like this and we want to create our own from scratch, we can easily do that. Just turn this off, click down here to add a new adjustment layer, and you can choose any of these to adjust the color as you like. For this example, we are going to go with color balance, and we are just going to adjust the magenta tone a little bit and add in a bit more blue. We can also add in a little bit of red to brighten that up and play around with this until you get something that looks good to you. Now we can compare these by turning the eye icon on and off and checking which one we like a little bit more, and I think I'm gonna actually go with the one that I created from scratch here. We can go into the sky brightness and change the brightness up in our properties panel, or we can go into the sky temperature and adjust that as well. This non-destructive editing makes it super easy to continue to change things, whether it's now or 10 years in the future. Now let's expand on this image. So let's open up our stars image. We are going to just resize this and place it where we want our stars to go. In many cases, when we're first getting started with Photoshop, we might think, hey, we need to cut all these stars out. But no, you actually don't, and blending modes is gonna be your best friend. So let's come over here into our layers panel, and you can see we have all of these different types of blending modes, and each one of them does something different. For this example, we are going to be using screen, and you can see that makes the stars shine through. But we can go down and try out different examples and see what they will do as well. They all give their own different effect. Lots of fun things to play around with here. I highly recommend hopping into Photoshop and giving it a try for yourself. Now we're just going to open up levels here to adjust the brightness of our stars by going Command L. And we want to just slide this middle slider down. Now we're just going to add a layer mask on there by clicking this button right here. And we're going to start to paint out these cloud areas. We don't want the stars shining through on top of the clouds. We just want them isolated to these blue background areas. And we are just painting out over those clouds. Super simple. Now if you accidentally erase the spot that you want to add back in, you can just hit X on your keyboard, which will toggle between black and white for your layer mask. And so we can just paint those stars back in and continue to tweak this layer mask to get the look that we are going for. We are going to add in this portal. We're going to use screen. It's my absolute favorite blending mode. So then we want to just adjust this layer that we added. So we're going to add a layer mask, and then there are multiple different ways to erase this part of the portal that we don't need, but I am just going to use a brush and paint this out on the dunes. And just like that, we are done. Now you can take these skills that you learned today and use them on any image, whether it's just to adjust the sky of a boring image or add them to a magical composite that you continue to build on. I hope you learned something new in this Photoshop Icebreakers tutorial, and I cannot wait to see what you create.